大家好，我是美之秀的 COO 陈文杰之，大家都叫我 Kitman。我今天介绍在我们美之秀里头有一个最新来的机器，英文名字叫 Genius， 名副其名，就是很聪明的意思。怎么聪明？因为它用一个人做的 robot， 然后呢来做那些有那个很精细很细的针，所以做呢有效果也不痛。以前旧一代的我们很多人有很多的 microneedling， 最出名的有 Morphe X 啊，那些呢就是旧一代都比较会门深门痛的，那新一代的又漂亮又不是那个那么强的那个痛，所以大家呢就比较喜欢。它不是做单一个机器哦，还加一个叫那个 Ultra， 两个机器一起2合1，所以可以针对真皮、中层跟表皮拿那个 Total Skin Solution， 那个是最新的一代的一个疗程。所以呢，以前很多人来做敲心刀，来做那个热玛指，都说我要提拉之外，大家都问一句，我这里有一个斑了，可不可以一起跟我搞定？那个呢就只提拉，就没有那个祛斑。可是现在那两个机器呢，又可以祛斑，又可以有提拉，又可以收毛孔，有2合1的效果。所以呢，现在呢就满足客人的需要了。所以我们带大家看一下陈国全医师 Dr. Tony Shum 怎么为我们示范。
Okay, now today we're very lucky to have Doris, and the first thing to do is we want to analyze what Doris had, and so that we can help her to rejuvenate, to generate collagen, elastin, make her feel look younger. Okay, the advantage of this system is that we would do different levels of the skin. First, we do the deep layer followed by the superficial layer. This is called the total skin solution. That means the entire solution for the top layer down to the bottom layer. Now, the advantage of this system is that we can manage individuals of all skin colors, including very dark skinned individuals. Number 2, all ages. And number 3, all parts of the body, including the face, the neck, and the body as well. And we improve on 4 different categories. Number 1 is we improve in case they have an injury with scars, such as with surgery. We improve them with acne conditions. You know, from the acne, you can acne scars. Number 2, you can improve the wrinkles. When you're getting old, you have wrinkles, right? And improve the textures. Okay, textures of the skin, that means the quality of the skin. And then lastly is some discoloration or pigmentation. So those are the 4 major categories we want to improve. Now, Doris, can you sit up and then let's take a look first, okay? Okay, now you can take a look at her and you can see that she is actually in pretty good condition. We want to improve, let's say the forehead area is in a decent shape. There's a little bit of fine lines in here that we can see. And maybe in the crow's feet area, there's a little bit of fine lines. There's a hollowness in the lower eyelid and a slight puffiness of the lower eyelid skin. And the nasolabial area is in decent shape. The corner of the mouth is a slight dropping, turning the down in the corner of the mouth, so that can be improved a little bit. And in the jowl area in here, there's a little bit of sagging, okay? So the other conditions we can improve is what we call skin laxity. That means looseness or sagging of the skin. So this area, maybe there's a little bit of lifting effect, okay? In the neck area, she is in pretty good shape. So let's concentrate just in the area of the face, okay? Thank you, Doris. Now to start the machine, we can put in a special tip for her. And this is a radio frequency with microneedling. The microneedling would deliver the radio frequency to the desired level, okay? So we can use this machine to determine which area we want to improve, such as the forehead area and the crow's feet area. Now in the mid face, we can again, using touch screen to direct the area, and then maybe in the lower face, or in the neck, or perhaps other parts of the body as well. Now, let's say if we use the forehead area, we can have an automatic mode. Okay, when we switch over, the first pass, we have because they have a computer that tells you according to her age, her sex, and the skin type, we determine the appropriate depth of treatment as well as the energy. Now, the second pass, you can see that we automatically adjust the depth and the energy as well as the third pass. So with this, we're treating her in 3 different levels, 3 different depths, and 3 different energy in one single area. Now after this, we switch to the second machine. This will take care of the more superficial. With this is actually a laser. The laser will treat the superficial layer, whereas this one is microneedling with radio frequency. Radio frequency 就是电波 ，microneedling 就是这一个微针，这个就是雷射。So combine the two, we call it the total skin solution. That means the very deep layer, the second layer, the third layer, followed by the superficial layer with the second machine. With this, the recovery time is just a few days with some redness. We give her the cooling, and the collagen and the elastin rejuvenation, regeneration will start within a week or so and lasting for a few months. So with this treatment, we can repeat, let's say once a month, and they will have continuous improvement. We usually will recommend a course of about 3 treatments so they can have the optimal improvement. Actually demonstrate, simulate the procedure itself. So we're going to demonstrate. Say we have the face, okay? So remember we have this, okay? So we would put some numbing so that they won't have any pain. And a lot of times we can use some cooling device, okay? So the cooling device, okay? And then as you can see, as we press, the needle will come out. This needle is an insulated needle, and the radio frequency will be delivered through the needle. Because it's an insulated needle, it doesn't damage the skin. It will only deliver the energy deep down to the depth that you have arranged. And also, there is a real-time feedback of the impedance. 这个 impedance 这个就是指向，就是一个 resistance of the skin. Immediately it will feedback, and the machine will know exactly the feedback from the skin, so it delivers the energy, which is exact the amount, even though the skin may change its impedance. And also it has the real-time temperature control, so it will know whether this is getting too hot, not enough energy, and it will adjust accordingly. So this is what we call a very intelligent machine that gives you immediate or real-time feedback of all the information to adjust the energy, so it will be very accurate in terms of the treatment. So at the end, you will know exactly how many times you treat and the total amount of energy that you use. And so for each individual area, you know exactly how much you have given, so you can have the desired effect of the improvement. Okay?
Dr. Sham, can you tell about the needle? What's the difference about this, Genius machine, the difference of the needle?
Okay, now the needle itself, this little tip is specially manufactured by the company using a robot. They designed a robot, so the robot only manufactured the needle in their own factory. And the needle currently is the most refined needle made by gold and titanium. So it's very accurate, it's very refined, so it can last a long time, whereas the other needles on the market is not a dedicated needles, it's not as refined, and so there will be more pain and more resistance, and also as they contact the skin there may be some denting of the skin, so the skin is not flat, and then the needle may not penetrate to the exact desired depth, whereas this one currently is the finest needle available in the market, so it can have a more accurate, less painful, and more effective treatment.
My next question, a lot of people have this line, so a Farah cannot treat this area because of a lot of nerve, so this is benefit for treating this area.
Okay, now so let's imagine we have the lower face, and then we're going to simulate this area.
木偶纹哈. So this is safe to use around this area, even though a lot of nerve.
The reason it's safe is because the needle depth you can control, and also it avoids the depth of those nerves. That's number one. Number two, because the needle is so accurate, as you can see, she actually has no numbing, and her expression shows that she's not in that much of a discomfort. So this is currently a very comfortable treatment. Also, the time-wise, it's very fast because the machine itself recycles very quickly, so you don't waste any time. And also, ergonomically, the design of the handle is very easy to handle with just one hand. And also, you don't need a foot switch. It's just a hand-activated, just like that. And so it makes the treatment itself very fast and very easy.
The beauty is no bleeding, huh? No pain, and a little bit, just like a
little bit of a redness. The reason there's no bleeding is because the needle is so fine and so accurate. That's why you don't have much bleeding. Whereas the other machines, a lot of times you have a little bit of that.
Okay, thank you, doctor. I think it's wonderful.
Good.
我们刚才做完那个第一个 step 是那个叫 Genius 的 rejuvenation， 用那个针很细，然后呢，你看做不痛跟不流血的。现在 step 2， 我们做完真皮，我们再做一个表皮，也可以去斑，也可以去掉那个毛细孔比较粗的那个皮肤。所以我们现在呢 step 2是做那个 ultra 那个 laser。那请 Dr. Sham 来做我们那个示范，一次过做2个机器，可以针对不同的层次。
Okay, so the wavelength that we use, it's 1927 nanometer, which is an infrared wavelength. So typically we cannot see the laser light. So for demonstration purpose, we don't have goggles, and in real situation we cover the eyes, so that we protect the clients. So we cover the eyes, so it's just for protection. And because this is an infrared wavelength, it's invisible, so it's actually very safe. Now, for this has a roller. There's a magnetic roller in here, and then we just roll on the face in different directions, and each pass it delivers certain amount of energy, and then we can repeat several passes to achieve the desired result. Okay, so let's just demonstrate. Okay. Because this is a superficial laser, it can help with the texture, with the superficial pigmentation, with the fine lines, and with the pores. Okay, so the result is that you can see a little bit of erythema, a little bit of redness right after. Then we do some cooling, and the redness will improve. The redness may last for up to 1 to 2 days. Now we demonstrate to the other side, okay? Okay, so as you can see, her improved. Looking at the expression, she had no major discomfort, so this is well tolerated. Lift up a little bit. Now this you can also do the neck as well. Or any parts of the body you feel like the skin needs some improvement. Okay, how do you feel? Okay?
Okay.
Good, thank you.